In this next video, you're going to see Stewart Rhodes talking with Assemblywoman Michelle Fiore on the ground at the Bundy Ranch, discussing the coalition of Western states and the vigil of state representatives who have assembled from all the Western states to hold vigil there. Take a look.
This is Assemblywoman Michelle Fiore from Nevada, and unfortunately today she was the only Nevada legislator who had the courage to get up here, and she's been here all week, and the other ones who were supposed to be here did not show today. And we're going to go and talk to the Bundys and make the offer that to make sure to hold vigil with them, it's incredibly important for the elected officials to step up and stand with them. And many of them did today. We had a whole delegation from Arizona, from Montana, from Wyoming, from Washington State. They were from all over the country, and they were here over the weekend and also today, and that was really great. But we want also to have them commit to doing a vigil with the Bundys, if the Bundys accept it, to let them sit in they can sit on the couch and have milk and cookies with Mrs. Bundy and just kind of chill, so that the government knows that if they're going to do a raid on the Bundys, this is what we hear is being talked about. If they do a raid like that, we want them to know that there are elected folks, sheriffs and representatives who are there in the home standing with the Bundys. So Michelle has volunteered to be the first one. And I have to thank you for being so courageous. And I'll go there with you. If they want to do it, we'll do it together. But I'll tell you what, it's contemptible that these men who call themselves men are not here and weren't here today. And like I told the Bundy ladies, it does take sometimes the women to kick the men in the rear end to get them to see their duties. And nothing does that more than having a woman shame you into getting off the couch. You go watch that video of Ammon Bundy being tased, and then watching his aunt being thrown on the ground, but then all of the Bundy women got right back up in their faces. They showed no fear. Those are brave women. And it's not about them being a human shield. That's a bunch of nonsense. They were there defending their property with their sons, with their brothers, and that's why they did that. It was the whole family together. But their courage, I hope, will get all of you guys, every one of you veterans out there in particular. You cannot watch that and watch these women stand and then tell me that you're afraid to show up here or afraid to be on some government list. If you will not show up when women will stand, then you ought to get a pair of scissors out and cut off your damn balls and mail them to Obama, because that's who owns them.
I would say this is Michelle, by that action of stepping up to that, is really adhering to her oath and her obligation to the constituency here in Nevada. She is representing and sticking up for her people, which is what everybody who's been elected to office is charged to do. And she obviously took her oath completely seriously, and she's putting herself at risk to do that because she is honoring her oath. And that is what I call integrity, and that is what is sorely lacking in many who are elected. They're elected and they represent self. Obviously, Michelle puts the people of Nevada well ahead of her own safety and her own conveniences, and she's willing to do whatever is necessary to take care of the people of Nevada. And I say, God bless you for that.
Amen to that. And that is the whole point of what we are saying all weekend, is every single representative and judge and the governor, from the governor down to the local dog catcher, have sworn that oath, and they have a duty to stand up, not just to flap their gums, not just to write pieces of paper, but to stand up and interpose. And Michelle, you have set the example here in Nevada. We hope your governor has the courage to simply come and do what you have done. If he can just do that, he could stop this family from being harmed. He could stop and nip in the bud any possibility of raid on the Bundys by just coming down here and having a visit with them and letting the feds know that he stands with them. So I hope he takes your example to heart. And if it takes a shaming, then so be it. But I hope he feels ashamed for his past behavior, but repents and then comes here and does what's right.
Well, Nevada would be a much safer community and much better representative. Michelle was the governor. Truly.
Thank you for that.
Well, hopefully Governor Sandoval will look at this example and understand his duty and responsibility and come do it. All right, well, thank you both. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jerry. All right, brother.
Yeah. You as well.
All right.
Super Fi.
Super Fi. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Well, she didn't exactly get a word in, but I think that her presence spoke volumes. Stay tuned to the channel for more reports on this Bundy Ranch story.